Hello and welcome to another edition of Kaleidoscope on Channels Television. Thanks a lot for joining us on the program. I'm Anne Nwawadu. On the program today, our chat with the Chief Executive Officer of Standard Chartered Bank Nigeria, Lamin Manjang, reveals the financial institution's contribution to the development of the banking sector in Nigeria, its giant strides in ensuring financial inclusion, and its corporate social responsibility efforts. Once again, welcome to Kaleidoscope. Standard Chartered Bank is one of the oldest financial institutions that has evolved over the years. Let's find out about this bank. Standard Chartered plc is a British multinational banking and financial services company headquartered in London, England. It operates a network of more than 1,200 branches and outlets across more than 70 countries. In 1965, the Standard Bank of South Africa merged with the Bank of West Africa, acquiring businesses including a banking operation in Nigeria, which dated back to 1894. The name was then changed to Standard Bank of West Africa. 4 years after the merger, Standard Bank Nigeria was incorporated locally to take over the business in Nigeria. And in 1971, 13% of the share capital was placed with Nigerian investors. The end of the Civil War saw a major economic upturn, and as a consequence, the military government sought to increase local control of the retail banking sector. Hence, the bank's investment in Standard Bank Nigeria was reduced to 38%. Standard Chartered remained a shareholder of First Bank of Nigeria until 1996. It re-entered Nigeria in 1999 and opened to customers on the 15th of September 1999 as a wholly owned subsidiary of Standard Chartered Bank plc, headquartered in the United Kingdom. Today, the bank offers a wide range of products and services in retail, wealth management, commercial, corporate and institutional, private, digital and transaction banking business. Standard Chartered Nigeria aims to make a positive contribution to the communities where it operates through various initiatives that link its core business activities, expertise and resources with the key issues facing these communities. Let's now hear more from the CEO of Standard Chartered Bank Nigeria, Lamin Manjang. As an international brand providing services to millions of customers for the past, over 100 years, what would you say has been your driving force over the years since inception?
Well, thank you very much, Anne, for the interview. As you said, Standard Chartered Bank is an international bank, and we've been around globally for over 160 years. And here in Nigeria, of course, we've had a long history, but it was broken. So it's a history over 120 years, but then we had to leave at some point, and then we came back as Standard Chartered about 23 years ago. When a bank has been around that long, obviously, one wants to know what made it last that long. I think one of the unique aspects is our focus on our clients. We realize that we are in the client business and we have to serve our clients. We have to listen to our clients and respond to them positively. I think that has been very, very critical. Secondly is our people. I think over the years, Standard Chartered has attracted some very, very good talent. In fact, incidentally, in many markets, you find that the banking industry is, has a lot of alumni of Standard Chartered who are now running other banks in the market. So I think our people strategy has also been very good. And then the risk side of it. I mean, banking is a business where you're managing other people's money. So you've got to do it in a very prudent way. You've got to do it in a way that gives confidence to the clients. So our risk management has been very, very strong. And also we've been very innovative over the years. I mean, in many markets, we've brought innovative products and solutions that have really been very, very, useful for our clients. So I think those are the aspects, and of course, our reputation for being a bank that values integrity and professionalism. These are the things that have really made us last this long.
Let's take you from where you said uniqueness. So I want to know, a lot of people want to know what actually makes your brand a unique one. I mean, with so many competitors in the banking industry.
Sure. I mean, obviously, there are so many banks in the market, and everybody tries to distinguish themselves. I think one of the things that distinguishes us as Standard Chartered, one is our international footprint. We're a bank that is very strong in Asia, in Africa, and in the Middle East. Now, no other international bank that I know of has that kind of unique footprint. Of course, our headquarters is in the UK, so we are regulated by the UK regulatory authorities. So that gives us the best of both worlds in terms of operating in some of the exciting markets, emerging markets, but also being regulated, by a first-class regulator in the UK. So these are some of the unique qualities. Now, the fact that we have this international network means that Standard Chartered Nigeria can leverage on some of these unique capabilities that we have in the group. So when it comes to, say, oil and gas, or mining and metals, or mergers and acquisitions, we've got teams across the group that we can leverage on. So whenever we are serving our client in Nigeria, it's not just Nigeria team, but it's the entire group that is available to to serve the client. So those are some of the things. And of course, if you look at the retail space, for instance, when it comes to wealth management, our ability to leverage our group and provide solutions to our clients, that's very unique. The wealth management offering that we give to our clients in Nigeria, for instance, no other bank matches that. Our clients are able to invest in mutual funds, able to take advantage of very attractive returns. So that's all part of that unique brand proposition that Standard Chartered offers.
Recently, you announced the closure of most of your branches in Nigeria to enhance your digital push. How is that going so far, and has it made any difference since this started?
Yeah, I mean, the digital strategy is one that we've been pushing over the last, several years. And because of the structure of how we feel the market is evolving and how we need to position ourselves, we decided to close 10 branches last year. When we started in Nigeria, our footprint was basically in Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt. And because of that limited footprint, you find that we couldn't get clients from other parts of the country since we didn't have a physical presence. But when we invested in the digital capability about 3 years ago, one of the unique aspects was the ability to open an account digitally without stepping into a branch. And that was very, very powerful and very unique. So what that meant is that now, as we speak, we now have clients all over Nigeria. Every single state of Nigeria, we have a Standard Chartered client. Because it's so easy to go either on your laptop or your mobile phone or your desktop and open an account, a tier 1 account, a tier 2 account, a tier 3 account, and get all the benefits and all the services provided to you without necessarily stepping into a branch. So that strategy has worked. Over the last 3 years, we've actually tripled our client base in Nigeria without opening more branches. So I think that has really shown how the digital banking is the future, and I think we are well positioned to take advantage of that. And of course, our clients are benefiting accordingly.
You have an initiative for women in tech, which means that you have passion for women. As an organization, you are focused on gender equality. Tell us some of these initiatives you've been able to carry out over the years and the impact it has made so far.
Sure. I think, the gender aspect is something that Standard Chartered Bank takes very seriously. When we launched Women in Tech, this was about 2014 in the US. So Standard Chartered Bank felt that women are not very well represented when it comes to technology. So we felt there was a unique opportunity there for us to support women that are in the tech space. So this was launched in the US. And then over time, it then was rolled out in other markets. So Kenya was our first market in Africa. And incidentally, I was in Kenya when it was launched there. And then in 2019, we brought it to Nigeria as well. So about 3 years now. We have graduated 3 cohorts of women. These are women that we identify, women that are in the tech space. We give them support in terms of training. We partnered with the Lagos Business School. So obviously they are our partners. So they provide the training, the incubation, and then of course once these women graduate, we give them seed money so that they can then be able to expand their business. And of course we are there to provide them support also as a financial institution in terms of our own expertise that our staff can also offer to them. So we've graduated 3 cohorts so far. The 5 winners in cohort 1, 5 winners in cohort 2, and 5 winners in cohort 3. And the testimony has been phenomenal. I mean, the kind of growth that these businesses have shown, the kind of interest that they have attracted from other potential investors has been phenomenal. So that is something that we're very passionate about. We feel that we have to empower our women. We have to give them the opportunity to be able to excel.
Do you have pillars at Standard Chartered that help you drive your corporate social responsibility, a way that helps you focus on what to do and what not to do?
Sure. Well, yeah, I mean, with corporate social responsibility, I think it's very important for an organization to have focus, because obviously there are so many things that you can do, and if you try to do so many things, you end up not being very effective in either of them. So what we have done is to focus on 3 pillars. First is education, then employability, and entrepreneurship, the 3 E's. Now, we believe that education is key, and in this area, what we focus on is on girls' education, adolescent girls. So we have a program called GOAL, which is really designed to help adolescent girls in terms of life skills, giving them empowerment, so that they can actually be prepared for the future. Then employability. How do you help them to have the skills so that they can gain employment? And we also realize that not everybody will be employed, so how do you also give them the capacity so that they can start their own businesses, the entrepreneurship part of it. So the Women in Tech is just one example of how we are supporting women entrepreneurs so that they can actually succeed in a field like technology, which, like I said, hitherto it's not been one of the strongest areas where women have been focused on. So these are the 3 key pillars. Before this, we also had a focus on health, but specifically on blindness. We realized that a lot of blindness is preventable and curable. And there are millions of people worldwide that have been blind, and it just takes an intervention, either a cataract operation or some other basic intervention that helps these people to see. So we call that program Seeing is Believing. And over the years, we've helped millions gain sight. And here in Nigeria also, it's been a very, very successful program. So I think those are the 4 areas, really. It's been those 3 E's, the education, the employability, entrepreneurship, and of course, before that, the Seeing is Believing program.
Well, we're not done yet. There's more to discuss when Kaleidoscope returns. Please stay with us. Welcome back. You're still watching Kaleidoscope on Channels Television. Let's continue the conversation with the Chief Executive Officer of Standard Chartered Bank Nigeria, Lamin Manjang, to find out how it plans to continue its contribution to the development of the banking sector right here in Nigeria. How would you describe the banking sector in Nigeria, especially when it comes to the ease of doing business in the country?
Well, Nigeria's banking sector is very competitive. I would say it's one of the most competitive markets. So we've got, the tier 1 banks, the tier 2 banks, the tier 3 banks, and it's a market where everybody is jostling to try and position yourself in terms of what you offer to clients. Standard Chartered Bank, I think, we have a unique offering. So obviously, we have a corporate banking business, which is very strong. As I said, we leverage on both the capability in Nigeria as well as within the group. to bring expertise and products to our clients, whether it's on mergers and acquisitions, project export finance, hedging solutions, industry expertise. All of those things are there for us to meet the needs of our clients. And when it comes to the retail banking space, even though we've been very focused in terms of the priority client base and the kind of offerings that we've given in the wealth management space, now we feel that with digital, we should be able to penetrate and really grow our client base across other segments and across the entire country. So it's a competitive landscape, but I think Standard Chartered Bank is well positioned to compete effectively in the market. Yeah, I think, of course, like any industry, the banking industry has its own fair share of challenges. One of the challenges that we face is the issue of Forex. Our clients obviously are in manufacturing, they are in other sectors of the economy, they need FX, and over the last few years it's been quite a challenge. So that's one where we've been engaging them. We've been engaging with the central bank to see how we can ease access to FX for our clients so that they can continue to do business, because without FX it becomes quite a challenge for them. So I think those are some of the challenges. Otherwise, I think it's a very competitive industry. Every bank tries to, satisfy the needs of their clients in their own unique way.
Do you have initiatives that enhance financial inclusion or help it in some way?
Yeah, I mean, financial inclusion is important. Obviously, we need to reach out to the unbanked. So one of the initiatives that the central bank has taken is to encourage banks to do financial literacy. So we play a very active role in terms of educating people about really what financial literacy is about, what is savings, what is investments, what are the products that banks offer. In fact, incidentally, I was doing a recording of that about 3 weeks ago, which will then be broadcast to different schools in Nigeria in terms of educating the young people to know what financial literacy is all about. So that is one that we are very, very focused on. We also have, like I said, the 3 pillars that we have in terms of our CSR, whether it's on education. Part of that is the financial literacy. Part of it is just about empowering girls to be able to understand financial literacy and then be able to take advantage of some of those opportunities. And then in terms of financial literacy as well, I mean, it's really about getting people to be comfortable about what banking services are there, so that they can take advantage of that. So we're very, very passionate about financial inclusion. In terms of our penetration as well, like I said, the digital banking that enables people to open an account really without necessarily having a branch nearby. That's all part of easing the way that people can get access to banking and financial services.
As Nigeria continues to preach diversifying the economy, a lot of people are going into agriculture, different businesses are coming up. I mean, SME is the big thing now. Does your bank, Standard Chartered, have anything for entrepreneurs? Do you have anything to support them in terms of growing their businesses?
Sure. We do have a segment in our bank called business banking. It's under the retail banking business. And it's just designed to support small and medium enterprises. We believe that this is the engine of growth for any economy. In Nigeria, it's no exception. So we do have a specific business segment designed to support small and medium enterprises when it comes to their working capital needs, expansion, access to FX. So these are all solutions that we've been providing to that segment. Incidentally, in 2015, 2016, when we had the crisis in the market in terms of foreign exchange, Standard Chartered Bank was one of the very few banks that was able to support these clients, this segment, in terms of access to FX, so that they can continue to import their raw materials, import their goods, and be able to continue to do business. So it is definitely a segment that we are very focused on and we continue to support.
With the remarkable difference you've already made in the banking sector, you must have future plans, say in another 10 years, 20 years from now, what you will look forward to or looking forward to in terms of your business. Let's start with your business first. What are you hoping to achieve?
Well, Standard Chartered Bank Group announced what we call the bold stance. Now, these are the things that we want to be known for over the next 30 to 50 years. As I said, we've been around for over 160 years, and we want to be around for another 150 years. So the bold stance really had three pillars. One is what we call accelerating zero. It's our commitment towards climate change. We realize that this is one of the big challenges of our times, and we as a bank should really play a very positive role in terms of addressing that challenge. We see it both as a challenge as well as an opportunity. We know that our clients are basically trying to transition from fossil fuels, from the kind of energy sources they are having right now, to cleaner energy. How do we support that transition? So the whole issue of sustainable finance comes in, and that is an area where we have the expertise, and we are clearly supporting our clients there. The second bold stand is called lifting participation, and here we realize that women and small and medium enterprises are areas where clearly there's a lot that needs to be done. And we want to be the bank that is seen as doing something about that. So I've touched on what we are doing in terms of women in tech, supporting women, supporting adolescent girls through our Gold program. I've talked about what we have done in terms of small and medium enterprises. So this is all part of that strategy to make sure that we are relevant and we are supporting women and small and medium enterprises. And the third part of our bold stance, we call it resetting globalization. We realize that globalization can be positive if harnessed properly. If we can really get market access for our clients, support international trade, it can be a force for good. And being a bank that is out there in, of course, headquartered in the UK, but operations in Asia, so some of all the exciting markets, China, Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, India, of course, in the Middle East, we were in Dubai, in Bahrain, in Oman, in Jordan, etc. And of course, in Africa, we are in Nigeria, Ghana, about 14 other countries. So we find that our unique footprint gives us the ability to connect these trade corridors. So how do we facilitate globalization and make it easier for our clients? So these are three key areas where Standard Chartered feels we can make a unique difference over the next 50 years. So of course we have our network, we have our strategy in terms of our affluent clients, in terms of the mass market where we feel that our digital capability should give us the ability to expand. And of course the sustainable finance where we feel we have a unique advantage. And of course in terms of corporate social responsibility, like I said, we've got the 3 E's, that is education, employability, and entrepreneurship. We feel that we can definitely play a very key role, particularly when it comes to the girls, helping them with education, giving them the life skills, helping them to gain employment when they finish school, or giving them the capacity to start their own businesses in terms of entrepreneurship. So these are things that we are very passionate about. We feel we can make a huge difference. Our brand promises we are here for good, and really that's what we want, to be here for good for our clients, to be here for good for the community.
Well, this is where we draw the curtains on Kaleidoscope for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, you can keep up with our top stories on channelstv.com. Go to youtube.com/channelsweb, click on playlist, then scroll to Kaleidoscope to watch as many editions as you want. I'll see you again very soon. Stay safe. I'm Anne Nwawodu. Thanks for watching.